Yo, what's up? What's up? I just watched the Clippers game all the way through. Nightmarish. Nightmarish. Whew. Man, that was awful. Completely, utterly awful. Well, people say, well, what happens? What happened that make this happen in this format? What's wrong with the Clippers? Well, it's very simple. What happened with the Clippers? The way the game started, the defensive pressure was up. They were alert. They were capitalizing off of Denver mistakes. And they were allowing and being patient on defense enough where they would wait for them to be erratic. And once they were erratic, then they capitalized. Then they came and closed the door. Clippers are being outcoached? Nah. It's more of a situation where they weren't executing the way they should have in a situation where they were up. Plus, they weren't getting the whistle. And when that happened, the Clippers, like, for instance, they play a situation where they don't know how to go get the whistle. They're playing to try to score off a jump shot and not really go in for the contact to try to get a foul and finish at the basket. They're not even playing like that. And when you got a lead, you need that. Stop the clock, methodically keep going to the line, keeping the pressure on them. Let them play out of panic. Kawhi was the only one that seemed to have some sense of urgency in doing this. Paul George played a decent game, but yeah, he got some 25 points. But when it came down to shutting the door on defense, he had some mental lapses, and he was just going through the motions. People got to understand that in this game, you have got to be alert. You got to be on top of everything that moves. You got to know this is situational basketball. Kawhi knows better. Kawhi was taking jump shots that angered me because he had no business taking those. When you're in the clutch situation, you need to get to the basket. You guys need to get fouled and get to the basket quick. So when I saw him take a jump shot in that situation, I was upset at that. They already got Pat Bev in foul trouble. Okay? That was another key. Slapping the fouls on Pat Bev. So Pat Bev got to go to the bench. We got to put Lou in. Lou has not played well since he's been in this bubble. He's not looked like Lou Williams because Lou Williams did not do the things properly to stay in shape during the March all the way into now. Lou was thinking it wasn't going to be a season no more. Let me go chill and kick it. Go to the strip club, toss it up. Now Lou is kind of out of shape. He's playing ball, but he's not in shape. He's not like Lou Williams before the bubble. So he's struggling. Now, will all this have a bearing on it? No. The NBA know what they're doing. They want to get 7 games. Why? Because they don't have any other games on. Plus, they want LeBron James to get his rest. They want LeBron to get his rest. No, what they would do, they would swing. They got the third person involved in the fourth quarter. They knew to find, what's his name, Mills, in the corner. They kept going to Mills. The Joker would go, pretend to shoot, swing it to Mills in the corner. Guys were late on rotations all through the fourth quarter. The Clippers just panicked and just forgot their rotations because they're looking at the score and they're panicking. And guys are late coming over. Even Green, when he subbed in the game, Doc has got to get up and coach. Okay? You can't just sit there on the bench talking to Ty Lue all day. No. They got it. They're all right. They got it. They're good. Now, what you were saying? The chick said what? Hey, get on him. No, Doc, you got to get up and coach, Bray. Nobody going for that, Doc. You got to get in the game. No, it wasn't Millsap that was hitting the threes. I think the kid name is Mills or Miles. I don't really know him too well. The guy on Denver. But he only shoots from like the corner. The Clippers might lose? No, I don't think so. But all this does is give you the notion that they could. No, Denver's not beating the Clippers. No. No, Denver's a tough team. Oh, Monte Morris, that's him. Because that's the guy that guards Pat Bev, and Pat Bev be on him most of the time. And when they put Pat Bev on the bench, it angers me. He needs to be in there in the fourth quarter when it's winning time. I need him on the court more than I need Lou Williams, because I know Pat Bev on defense going to lock down, and Morris wouldn't have had all those threes. See, the problem with Shoebox being in the game and on Joker is that the Joker takes him to the top of the key. That's not where you want Shoebox. Shoebox is very slow with his feet. So all you got to do is do a pick and roll with Joker at the top of the key. And then you got Shoebox trying to guard Murray. And you know what's going to happen there. So all he going to do is cross Shoebox real easy, get around him. And then he's one step and he's at the basket. You know, it's... No, y'all don't want no piece of Kawhi. Everybody know I call him Shoebox. And that's who he's been since he was with the Lakers. I've called him Shoebox. Heat versus Nuggets. Yeah, if that happened, the NBA might as well just shut the whole thing off. I'll watch the game because I know that bum ain't in it. I'll be tuned in to every single game. You think Paul George was the problem? I don't think he was the problem tonight. I think the problem was that the refs controlled the game and they allowed the refs to control and dictate the game. The refs in the third quarter was doing their best to help this go 7 games. And you weren't getting any calls in the third quarter, and you're helping them out by shooting ridiculous jump shots. And on defense, you're slow on rotations. I don't even get that at all. And that third quarter collapse led to that fourth quarter, which was just an absolute disaster. How do you lose two 16-point leads in 2 games, even with the refs? There is no way. No, because all Denver needed was momentum. And once they kept doing that and they're in transition, they're playing their game of basketball now. It's up and down. The Clips need to keep them in a half-court set. Denver gets a rhythm, they can score like bang, 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 bang. Next thing you know, they got 12 points in a row, 13 points in a row. They went on a 10-0 run in the third quarter that made no sense. And I'm like, this run makes no sense. And Doc isn't coaching at all. He's barely substituting. He waits too long to make a decision. He's trying to let people play their way out of it. I'm like Chuck Daly. It ain't that many times I can snatch you up out the game. You do one thing wrong, I'm snatching you out. Shoot, I'll never forget that NBA Finals. Shoot, with Portland, man. Somebody went in there and scored on Mark Aguirre. Man, he pulled Sally up immediately. Sally, get in the game. Next thing you know, Sally was got the thing. Then Mark Aguirre came down and hit a 3 right back. Bang! Told Sally, sit down. Sit down. That's how you coach, baby. It's on. It's on, baby. You got to be in the game. He watching every play, every game. Chuck wasn't not playing no games. Chuck was like, get up, get in there. Chuck wasn't playing no games. Chuck was like, get in there. Oh, you ain't doing that? All right. Snatch. Sit your butt down. That's just how it was, man. I mean, this could be devastating. Another 3-1. This is why Doc should be fired. If they lose this series, Doc's gone. He gonna need a doctor. Because the owner gonna choke him. Mr. Sledge, what are you even doing up?
Man, look, I had to wait for this stream. It's hard to get in here. I'm telling you.
Oh, man.
I got to be up in like 2 hours for work. It's all good. We're gonna get it together, man. Listen, it's just like what you said with the Clippers, right? Kawhi is the only winner on their team. You know what I mean? So they got to learn how to win together. You know, and you got Lou Williams is used to losing. You know, Pat Bev never really won anything. Paul George certainly ain't won anything. You know what I mean? So this is the growing pains you got to deal with. Now, the real question is this. If they survive and get to win Game 7, are they going to be mature enough to put the Lakers away? Because you're going to have the refs on the Lakers side. You're going to have the refs on the Lakers side. So they're going to have to be mature quick to figure out a way to win this thing, or a lot of y'all are going to be depressed. I'm not going to be depressed because I'm watching football. Bear down, bear, baby. Bear down, bear.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really brag on today's game. If you're a Bears fan, you can't really brag on today's game.
No, but he was fighting for a job. He was like, man, I'm going to be out on the street. Let me start playing.
It's just vintage Detroit, man. They got the field goal, and Detroit cannot get over the top.
When did the Clippers play today? Like, did they play like during like any of the football games or something?
Yeah, they played in like June or something, man. It was like I turned around and they was in the middle of the game. It was
I'm
like
like, I didn't even know. I figured that they will wait until Monday or even Tuesday because football is Sunday and Monday.
they got to get it in when they got it scheduled. And they thing is they was gonna try to. I don't even know what they was thinking actually, but a lot of players are thinking like also that hurts the teams. You know, when you don't play, we used to playing at a certain time, then all of a sudden you playing right in the afternoon. It affects certain players like that. Like you be slowed down. You're not used to playing at night. You know, and now you playing like at 1 in the afternoon. You
Oh,
like,
that's
whoa,
what time
wait
the
a minute,
game was. 1 in the afternoon.
man! It
Yeah,
was like real early. It
when I
was
watched
it
the
was
game,
on and
I
over with.
mean, NBA they usually play on Sundays like around 3 o'clock.
when I
Like when
watched the
football's
game
not
today,
on. Like when not football's not around.
when I
What's
watched the
up?
game today, man, I realized the Clippers, man, they're not together as a team, bro. Like what you did, I remember when Torrey Craig shot the three, nobody closed out. Where was the effort at, bro? Come on, man.
Nobody. Kawhi,
I
that's
think
why
it's
they got like two offensive rebounds. Now I'm like, wait a minute,
I
like the
remember that.
ball bouncing away from him, and only one could get it up was Kawhi. And I was like, oh man, this game over. I said this game
It's a
over.
wrap.
I
yeah,
said this
Man,
game
I
is a
just
wrap.
watched the highlights on House of Highlights. I'm like, damn, Jokic went off. Like
man, I
Hey,
can't lie. I
to
can't
be
lie.
honest, I feel
I
like
can't.
the best plan for the Clippers, the best way for the Clippers to win on Tuesday is for Steve Ballmer to tell Doc Rivers, "Hey, if you don't win Game 7, you're getting fired." Just tell him. Just tell him that. Just tell
why
him.
would they
You should
fire
have.
him? Why would they fire him? Like who's gonna replace him?
They'll figure.
And
They'll
Shit,
figure it out.
you can get Ty Lue to get in there. He already on the sideline. He'll play
Man,
for
all he gonna do is fall asleep on the sideline. He gonna fall asleep.
man. I ain't gonna
man.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hitting the panic button with them for real. I'm
You
hitting
know,
it.
Ty Lue
I'm
ain't
Hit
gonna
the
do
I'm
nothing.
panic
hitting it.
button.
because I
I'm
already
Come
know
on
hitting it.
what the
now.
league wants.
I'm hitting it.
What the
I
league
told
wants,
you.
the league gets.
I
The
told you
league
this could
is
go
not going
7.
to have
Wait,
Denver
but
play
wait.
Ain't
against
no
the
Simeon,
way
Lakers.
this should have went to 7 games. Ain't
I
no way in
told
the
you.
hell.
I
You
No
got
told you
to
this
think
way.
could
about
go
the
7.
politics of it. Didn't Houston go 7 games with
Man,
OKC?
that's Houston. We know for
No, no,
them
no, no,
to.
no.
That's Houston.
What happened with the Lakers? Did they go? Did they go like what 5? They went 5 games with four.
Yeah,
With
five
what?
games.
I
They went
mean,
5.
Celtics and
Then they had
Celtics
to play the
and
winner of that
that's
game, and
different. That's
they
different,
game
man.
went 7 games. So
I
they
mean,
was off a
so,
whole week. They was off a
Man.
whole week waiting on OKC and Houston.
What did I say the last live stream? I said if they can't handle this, if they can't handle the fix on this, then what you think they gonna do with the Lakers when they play the Lakers?
Exactly. That's the key. They gonna have to figure it
Man.
out. They gonna have
Exactly
to
my
I,
figure out
point.
what's
and
but
going
at the
on.
same time,
Exactly my point.
and
I
that's
will
why
say
I'm hitting
this.
the panic button. Because
I will
But
if
say
they
no,
this.
can't handle this,
The
I'm not going that
Lakers are
far
easier to
because
deal with. The Lakers, Denver has better scores than the Lakers. So they have a way better team than the Los Angeles Lakers. They got guys that can put
Yeah,
the ball in the basket and could create their own shots.
I
The
know
Lakers,
that.
yeah.
I know that.
all
But
right, but if
Right,
you want to
that's what
if,
bring
I'm
up
if
saying.
they can,
It's a
politics,
different
see,
type
this
of
is
game when you play the Lakers in Denver.
I
this is
So,
mean,
the
if you want to
this is
bring
this.
up, I mean, if
but
you want
they
to bring
can
up
impose
politics,
their
then
will on
like,
Denver and jump out early on them. Their thing is sustaining it throughout the rest of the game. That
But
has been their problem. Everybody's not linked in. You're right about that. But
speaking
the
of politics,
I mean, I
when
understand how the league is, and when I saw the calls in the third quarter, I knew what time it was.
but
They
they're
slapped
gonna
it
have
to the three
Clippers,
but
and
foul.
Clippers will be in
They
the
had
Western Conference,
no,
even
no,
if
no.
they
to
lose. I mean,
Think about it.
I
If the
don't know.
but think about it. If the league wants LeBron to win again, right? Wouldn't putting the Nuggets in there give him the best chance of having a
Yep.
cakewalk?
that's
Yep.
true, but at the
Yep.
same time,
Yep.
you're
let me
right. But at the same
tell you
time, they
this.
need their
Let me
views.
tell you this. Hold on. Let me answer. You're right about that, but the Nuggets can also beat the Lakers. They actually are a good enough team where they can actually beat them. But
But
Right.
here's the thing: marketability. Kawhi versus the LeBron on TV. You want to know what those ratings are going to do based on the Nuggets versus the
Right.
Lakers?
exactly,
The
views.
NBA is going to whole thing. This whole thing is designed so that they can get those ratings. Why do you think the first game in this bubble was what? The Clippers versus the Lakers.
But at this
First
point,
game, get those
they don't.
ratings kicked right back off.
Yeah, but at this point, they don't lost so much money. They don't give a damn about the Raiders no more. They just want
do.
LeBron to get
Don't
that
Oh
ring.
no,
They still do.
they care about
They
the
want
money.
LeBron to get that
Nah, they
ring.
care about them ratings.
They
lost
care
a
about
lot
the
of
money,
money.
baby.
They lost a lot of money.
Dude, those ratings are important. That's where the money is. That's what brings in the numbers.
Why
It's
you
just
think the damn commercials so damn long now?
it's ran like
That's true.
it's
That's
all
so true.
ads. They have all premium, so they ain't got to worry about that. But it's like
Man.
YouTube. YouTube have premium ads. Everybody gets an ad when they monetize, but not everybody get paid. If you're not in a certain bracket, you don't get a lot of the premium ads. If you got a lot of audience retention, it takes like different categories of things for them to get you the type of ad revenue that they think you deserve because they know you have real people watching your platform. A lot of these guys have bots. They have all these people that go out and get these fake accounts and they go to make them like, look, I got 2 million subs. But it's like, dog, you got 13,000 people that may be on there. You don't have no people really. It's all fake. It's like
man.
Man, they want LeBron to get that ring by all costs. By any
yeah,
but
they gonna
the
want
problem,
that. They gonna want that. But it's the thing. You can put a stop to that. You can stop it.
Man.
And look,
Gotta put
hey,
it
hey,
on.
They
I
gonna
don't
need
know.
to
I
do
don't
Denver
know.
it.
ain't.
They gonna
You
need
got to
to.
give
don't
Denver
know.
their
I don't know
credit,
why
man.
y'all so
Denver ain't no
relaxed, man.
scrub.
I don't know.
No, they
Denver
not.
ain't no scrub.
I'm not
That's
relaxed at
true.
all.
I don't know.
I'm not relaxed at all. I'm pissed off.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm relaxed because I know
But
Clippers.
see,
I'm Tuesday.
I look at it like this, bro. Even if the Clippers play the Lakers, right? The Clippers guards are so trash on defense. LeBron is gonna pick them out every single time, bro.
No.
I
That's
don't
not
know.
gonna happen like that. I don't know why you. What makes you think that?
Man,
What makes you think that?
But that's the same thing Denver is doing. I'm specifically talking about Lou Will and Shamet. Whenever those guys are in the game,
They're
the
not gonna be
same way.
guarding him.
What'd you say?
They're not gonna be guarding him.
Of course, that's
Yeah,
why I said
y'all.
LeBron. That's
Yeah,
why.
y'all. LeBron gonna switch up. You gonna see him before Kawhi.
I just
I'm talking about primarily.
in my
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
what
mind,
that's
Well, I mean,
called finesse for life. Oh my god!
even
But
But that's like
man, in my
that's a good call out because that's gonna happen. The Lakers are gonna put Lou Williams in high pick and roll
I
situations.
know already.
Right, because he's
Yeah,
had
I mean, but primarily.
guarding pick and roll, and they can do what they want, but they normally want to get a fast guard up there doing that, where they can try to get past Lou and isolate him and pick on Lou defensively. So yeah, they
The
definitely
Clip,
gonna do that with Shamet. You're
I mean, but
the
absolutely
Clippers
primarily, yes,
scored.
primarily.
The Clippers scored 16 points in the third quarter and 19 points in the fourth quarter.
Yep. And that's where the game was lost. I saw it. I watched that game just recently, and like I just sat back like, let me chill here and watch this game. And I watched that game, man, and I'm like, man, this is ridiculous. This
Like I
Thursday.
said,
I don't know, man.
It's all coach.
It's like he
Austin-
knows they're already going, so he's like, look, the league gonna do this, and I already see what they doing. They want to rest the old man, LeBron. They're gonna rest him up.
Yep.
So by the time they kick off game one, it'll be Thursday. It'll be about another week since they didn't play. They had a week off with Houston. They have a week off against the Clippers. Clippers go 7. Houston go 7. They done in 5. It's the same scenario. My buddy said they were going 7. He's like, they going to go 7. He said,
I've been saying they're going to go 7. I've been saying this game. I figured 6, but I definitely figured the Nuggets could stretch it to 7 for sure.
But
especially with the way that the Clippers play sometimes.
I'm not going to put everything on
you know what?
out of basketball shape like since
And guys, think about it.
I gotta just say this.
What I can't do, put it all on the reps. I can't put it all on the
Yeah,
reps.
they better have this whole time in the
It's
bubble.
just coaching, man. It is coaching, man. It's coaching.
I just don't know, man. I think in my heart of hearts, I just don't think this team is built to beat the Fix. It's not. It's just not. Doc Rivers is just. I keep telling you
Yeah.
about Doc Rivers.
I'm
They're
not
just
putting
not,
everything on
man.
the
Yeah,
Knicks,
Doc's so
bro,
They're
because
serious.
just
Knicks is
not.
not
They're
in
not.
basketball
They're
shape.
not.
Ever since this
They're not.
bubble started, Clippers been kind of like
I
As
don't.
far as
Well,
I don't think
you're
Clippers
right
gonna.
about that, and I'm gonna tell you why. You got Montrez, who's been out. Trez ain't played. He's been playing himself back into shape. You know, his grandma died, and his grandma raised him. You know, and he's been dealing with that. So he ain't been in the bubble. He was out of it when everybody was playing. Trez was out of it. He came back later, so he's been playing himself back into shape. Lou ain't played.
He
Lou
been
ain't
at the strip club.
played. He's 10 pounds overweight.
yeah.
He's 10 pounds overweight. He's been trying to play himself back into shape. And as you can see, he
That's
has
Damn,
true.
nigga, how many lemon pepper wings you ate? Shit.
exactly. He been in the strip clubs kicking it.
He
So
been
he
in the
can't
strip
get up.
club, baby.
But
hey,
the thing
but
is, every team has got players like that. But if you're trying to win a championship, you gotta have, especially if you're a player that's like up for 6th man of the year, you know, you need to be on point when this is kicking off. And I'm like, all these guys, those are your 2 best 6 men. Those are back-to-back 6 man of the year winners. Lou Will and Trez, and both of them ain't in shape. So they got to back to it. And,
Um,
and it's not working out. I was like, I'm watching Lou play. He can only play like in a certain amount of spurts, and then he really ain't going. He can't get the ball to drop because
see, I look at
I
it.
can't lie, man.
I look at it like
Pat Bev ain't play much tonight neither, and
I
they
look.
need
Hey,
him. They
Yeah,
need
he
I
him.
look
was
at
in foul trouble last time
I
I
look at
checked.
it like
foul trouble. That's what the refs was doing because he D Morris up. He was D'ing him up, so he was keeping him out
Murray. You
of the
talking about
game.
Murray?
Man,
Yeah.
Murray had 10 points. They had what's his name? Morris had like 7. He was D'd up, and this was like at the head. They was up 16 because they had Pat Bev in there. Pat Bev went to the bench, and they brought in Lou Will, and it went to hell. All of it went to hell as soon as they brought him in. And I said, "Oh, it's going to hell now."
But
They
see,
just
but see, that's going to be the main issue against the Lakers, right? Because like I said, even though Paul George and Kawhi will be the primary defenders on LeBron, it's not even if. Maybe no. LeBron is going to make sure he gets a switch every single time, And guess what? You know the refs are going to do everything in their power to foul Pat Beverly out in
Yep.
every
Listen,
single
man.
game. Come
Yep.
on,
Listen,
man.
man. Listen, man.
Yep.
Don't blame the
And
refs,
Yep.
here's the
man.
main problem. Here's the main problem. You cannot play into the ref's hands. If
I
the
was just
ref
gonna
is
say something
calling
about that.
foul, you got to put pressure on the referees to blow that whistle.
I was just
Don't
gonna
be
say something
afraid
about
to
that.
go to the
Yeah.
hole and go up strong to the
Oh,
basket. You helping the team refs out shooting jump shots.
What
Well,
We
we
Doc
know
said,
Morris do that.
what
We know
what
You
Morris
Doc
play
know
said,
what?
right.
You know
Right
how
into
they
their
could
head.
play, right?
Here's the
Clippers
thing.
If the
Here's the
jump
thing. They
could play
both shot 27.
like the Heat did
Both
against the Bucks, where they don't like put pressure on them, but they keep their distance so the refs can't
both
do anything.
I like
both
right.
what I
teams
like
both
I like
teams
what I
both
like what
teams
Doc said on
both
the
teams
sideline
shot
though.
27 free throws tonight.
I'm
Yep.
jumping off this shit.
And
I
they
got to put
shot
all my
16
eggs
in
in
the
Miami.
first half. That's what got me. Y'all shot like 16 free throws in the first half. And y'all was up, attacking the basket. Then y'all decided y'all want to be this jump shooting team. And I'm like, dude, look, Kawhi, you need to get to the basket.
Paul
And,
George takes way too many off the dribble
okay. You
threes
know what,
early
man?
in the
Hold
shot
on,
clock.
man. Here's my thing, bro. Here's my thing, man. I'm sick and tired of this crap happening. They should have learned this crap when they played against Dallas, man. When you don't
Yep.
have your shot going, make the rest call these fouls. Get to the line, get easy shots going, man. That's how you warm yourself up. I'm getting tired of this crap happening.
Yep.
I
Slow the
feel
Lou,
game
That's
you.
if
down.
the refs call
Lou
it.
Williams is the
I
only
feel
one
you.
that plays like
Doc
that.
But the
Rivers,
problem,
Doc,
And Paul
Doc Rivers,
George,
Doc Rivers told him, "Do not
And
look for
another
foul
thing,
calls. You're not gonna
about
call it."
Doc, man, get off your behind and start coaching these guys, like Sino said.
I keep trying to
Stop
tell
being
y'all
so
about Doc
doggone
Rivers.
lenient.
I keep trying to tell y'all.
I know.
Keep
I
trying to
have
tell
it. Stop being
y'all.
so doggone
but
I
lenient.
hey,
keep
Hold
this
on,
trying to
hold
this,
on, hold
tell
this
on.
y'all.
ain't
wait
this
wait
ain't
a
the
minute.
first
Wait a
this ain't
minute
the
though.
first 3-1 lead he didn't blew. Doc Rivers has a
Right.
handful of 3-1 blown
Yep.
3-1 leads in his career.
It's true.
Well,
All
And And that's why I keep trying to tell y'all
let's
he
give
overrated as hell.
Denver some
He
credit too.
overrated as hell.
They listen. Let's give Denver some credit too. They're well
For sure.
coached, and they
Murray been
did
cooking,
they
bro.
did everything they needed to do to win those games to force a game 7.
Jokic was
And
wild.
now,
Jokic was going
now
off.
you're in a situation where it's a wild card because anything can happen in the game 7. Now let's say the Clippers lose, right? I still feel good about Denver because they're a young team, but like I
The
said
league not gonna let
before,
that happen, bro. Come
Oh
on.
hell no, it's
You
over.
know how boring that would be for
Really?
Heat
but
versus
I'm
Denver?
just saying, there may be a possibility if the Clippers don't play desperate in Game 7, they're gonna lose. They need to come out and play desperate.
They
Gotta
can't play
say
desperate. They're
they
the
got to.
veteran
Not
team.
No,
desperate.
They
no, they
supposed to play.
got
They
to.
supposed to play under control. They got
Exactly.
veteran
No.
leadership. They got players
Well, who's
that have played in the playoffs.
the only leader on that team is Kawhi Leonard, and he's the only winner on that team.
Yep.
The other veterans on your team have never won. You can't teach winning. You know what I mean? You cannot,
No.
and even with Doc Rivers, you cannot teach winning or having a winner's mentality. You can't.
I gotta put.
So what I mean is when I say you got to play desperate, is the energy level needs to be at an all-time high. These guys need to be aggressive from tip-off to the end of the game. And say, look, we're gonna leave it all out here. If we lose, we lose.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Paul George
I
on that
agree with you
Pacers?
100%. That that's been the Clippers' problem the whole year. They get lethargic, man. They get lethargic. You know what I'm saying? That flip the switch stuff, man. That stuff you got to throw that away in the playoffs, man. That'll cost you.
But going into the off season, if I'm the Clippers, you need to get veterans that have
Get rid of Lou Will, bro. Get rid of him, bro.
Well, no, I wouldn't get rid of Lou Will, but I would add a
get rid of
veteran
him.
that's used to winning. I mean, it hurts that Joakim Noah. It hurts that my man Joakim Noah hasn't gotten acquainted with the system. Because having a guy like Joakim Noah, if he's healthy enough and was acquainted with the system, could actually help them. Because he's a winner, but he's sitting on your bench.
The thing about the Clippers is that Montrezl Harrell is going to be a free agent after this season, and next year is the last year that Kawhi and PG have on their contract. So what are they going to do if they lose? Tough.
Right, they're gonna opt out anyway. They're gonna opt out.
They're gonna opt out, but
I gotta put all my eggs.
I still see them resigning though. I don't know about Paul George, but I know Kawhi might resign.
Right now, look now with Denver, like I said, Denver's a young team. But if let's say Denver does play the Lakers, I'm not gonna sit up here and say the Lakers are gonna dog walk the Denver Nuggets. This is a well coached team.
Lakers gonna beat them in 5.
The Lakers gonna walk them.
Adam Silver gonna make sure. Adam Silver gonna make sure they
look.
Adam Silver gonna
Denver doesn't have a chance.
They ain't got a chance in hell.
When you look at the matchups with Murray versus Rondo gonna lock up Murray?
Nope, I don't see it.
Who's gonna lock up Joker? AD?
Adam Silver get on the court himself to make sure.
Y'all are sitting up there in this chat crying like the world is over. Come on, now.
I'm not
saying.
I don't trust the Clippers.
I don't care if they go to the finals. If Lakers go to the finals, they go to the finals. The Heat.
I trust
the Heat will save the day.
I trust the league. I was like, who you gonna put in there? You gonna put Denver or you gonna put in the Nuggets? Which one you want?
I gotta trust Miami.
I don't want no Heat.
But if you peep, they've been trying to put Jamal Murray on that pedestal the whole playoff. They've been trying to put Murray on that pedestal.
Exactly. Hey, Zeno.
Do you want some chicken McNuggets? Well, you want the 4-pounder steak.
But hey, Cino, like you say in the song, these kids are playing like they don't know who LeBron is. And
Right about that.
Jamal is gonna play like he don't know who LeBron
You're
is.
not hearing yourself
Joker.
though. You
Right,
think they're
like,
gonna
Joker.
That's
have
not.
Jamal put him
Hold
on
on, I want
a
to.
in a historical year
next
like
season.
Wait a minute.
There ain't nowhere in the world they finna
Dog.
play the Lakers this season.
Yeah, that's
And
not that.
that game, that's the dream.
I gotta
Tuesday, they
trust
go
my
In a
home, and
historical year like 2020. Like, come on
I
now.
think it's gonna be a blowout all the way through. They getting blown out by like it ain't gonna be close.
I'm just keeping it real. When you like actually write the story, like you see everything that's been going on in 2020, it's been hell. So when you see it in the history books, you're going to see when you see LeBron James win in 2020 during this pandemic. That's more historical than some
Storyline. That's the
Jamal
storyline.
Asterisk tip.
Or what about LeBron getting upset? The number one seed in the West gets
That too.
upset.
You're gonna have to
Okay.
realize that the
He's-
majority are LeBron fans. Majority is. You're gonna have to understand the reality.
Exactly. Cino, come on. We gotta get positive in this chat. Y'all sit up here sad.
You don't have to
Y'all
like
sit up here
LeBron, but the
crying.
majority
Bad damn bad, baby.
That's
I'm
the
not first.
majority
I
of
jumped
the
off.
fan
I ain't gonna
base.
tell
I
y'all
ain't
no
jumped
lie.
off.
Is
I'm
I
not
done
first.
jumped off.
majority.
I done jumped off.
I'm just keeping it
I
100.
got my
You
man.
just
I
I'm
got
on
my man
Miami.
swinging in the chair.
I'm
I'm
He's
not
on
finished.
swinging
Miami.
in the
Even
chair.
though I am mad though.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
saying.
on Miami.
I'm
I
not
ain't gonna lie to
finished.
y'all.
I'm saying, see, you ready to rip somebody's head off? You
Dog,
swinging in
I ain't
that
trying
chair.
to. I'm keeping it a thousand with you. I ain't trying to watch no Heat versus Nuggets. I'm going to bed. I'm
I
going to bed.
I gotta
Like
I
I don't
gotta
want
go
to
with Miami.
Hold on, I want to see no. Go ahead.
I said the league already carried LeBron up here. We already know that. They finna
see.
make sure the Clippers is all right. This is what they want. They got to get these ratings. This is their biggest rated game. Clippers,
How they gonna get the ratings?
because they know in the NBA Finals, this series, Western Conference Finals, it's gonna do bigger numbers than the finals, and they know that. So they gotta do what they gotta do for
And,
the ratings.
I'm just
and
asking,
it's
like, let me
football
just
season.
ask y'all a
And
simple
it's
question.
football
Just ask y'all a
season.
simple question.
That's why I question how they gonna get the ratings. You got football season. Football is still king.
Right, so they got to get the biggest matchup they can. Kawhi
Possible.
versus LeBron. They got to do that. They got to promote that. Nobody gonna want to see their Jokic versus what they gonna promote Denver. So they got about $55 in the budget.
They about to say Rocky Mountain High, baby.
Man,
I'm better to see that.
I got
20 million marketing LeBron. We got $55 left.
I'll just put it like
I gotta roll with
this.
Miami, man. I
I'll
gotta
put
roll
it
with
like this just to
Miami.
make it example. Listen to this. I'll just make this example real quick.
All
If
right.
LeBron wins, right, in the finals, right, they're gonna blow this up because it's been a crazy
You already know.
pandemic, blah blah blah. If Denver wins, like they're gonna go Joker, and then they're just gonna go, oh well, I mean, it was the bubble and everybody wasn't prepared. They're just gonna make up excuses why Denver won, like. And
I mean,
then
honestly,
Miami.
first passenger like it never
honestly,
happened.
Denver, they ain't ready to take that. They ain't ready to take that next step like that. Like they good, but they not ready like that.
But you
No,
looking
I'm
at it.
saying
You
Miami's
this.
looking
my
at a
only hope,
team.
man.
You looking
Miami's
at a
my only
team on
hope.
the verge of going to 2 straight Western Conference Finals. Think about that, and they're a young team at that in the
They didn't go
tough
last year,
They're
Western
did
young and
Conference.
experienced.
Yeah,
Experience and
yeah, but
experience.
they young. They the key word is
Yeah,
they young.
they
Key
But
word is
young.
they
NBA,
young.
you're
They
not
young,
listening.
but
NBA,
I salute that for the simple fact. Look at the Clippers; they're a bunch of veterans, right? They can't close these guys out. They can't close Denver out.
Yo, but how many times have we seen throughout the whole NBA where the young spry team comes up and gives the old veteran team a run for their money? It
OKC,
happens. You
OKC,
know what I'm saying?
OKC.
I mean, no, I mean
Yeah,
you. This is a
that's
recurring
true.
story. This is a
Portland
recurring
Trailblazers.
story in the
OKC was
NBA.
like 11
So,
years ago, though.
however,
It was like 11 years ago.
as with any other series, the Clippers can lose this if they don't come out like you say with the purpose on
Yep.
winning.
And
They
that's
can't
the
come
thing.
up
They've
with
been
all that
doing that the
enlargement.
last 2 games. They have come out and done this the last 2 games. They stormed in and start dominating the games early. If this was over in the first half, they dominated already. They really should. I'm upset because they shouldn't have, even with the refs doing what they're doing, they still should have won the game. I'm like, this is a winnable game. And you can't lose
for sure.
And that's what's frustrating me on my side of it. I'm like, dude, you could have still beat
It
them.
ain't.
I'm looking at the Clippers game the way I looked at the Rockets versus Thunder, the way I looked at Celtics versus Raptors. Like,
It's not that
it's
you
the
lost.
same
It's not that they
thing.
lost. It's
Like,
how they lost.
How they lost.
Exactly. It's how the losses went down. I don't like that.
And that's why I don't trust them more.
I just think when they play the Lakers, it's a whole different world than playing Denver. It's a whole different world.
I gotta put all my eggs in my basket, man.
You don't have to worry about a big man trying to score from the top of the key. You don't have none of this stuff to worry about. You worrying about LeBron and AD. That's it. And everybody
I'm not worried about it just on the simple fact NBA trying to make this year memorable. You don't want to have a forgetful year. You did all this bubble shit for LeBron.
Just because the NBA,
LeBron was the main one. Like, we need to have this league. So I already know what they're doing. So the Clippers already know they have to beat the fix. But the whole thing is the Lakers has got to be there, and it's got to be Kawhi. They got to have that matchup because they need the highest ratings they can get. If they put the LeBron against Denver, nobody's watching that. They're going to be watching the NFL.
Shoot, that's what I'm doing.
Watching to see what
That's what I'm doing.
throughout that
exactly what I'm
whole
doing.
Western
NFL and college football.
Throughout that Western, I don't know about the college
but
football now, but
Happy
everything
days out here again.
throughout that whole Western Conference Finals, if it's Denver versus Lakers, I'm like checking out just to see what's going on with Tom Brady. Can he do without
Well,
what's the name?
today Tom Brady struggled.
He looked at trash.
No, Tom Brady did not struggle. That's the problem.
He did.
Y'all just
He
see-
did
struggle.
struggling.
I watched that whole game. They offensive line trash. Tom
Right,
Brady
offensive line struggled, and the receiver struggled. Mike Evans struggled. See, everybody know Mike Evans wasn't running the routes right. He had a hamstring pull, so he missed the last 5 practices.
But Mike Evans always struggled against Lattimore though.
No, he didn't run.
Lattimore's one of the best corners in the game.
It wasn't that Brady. Evans he didn't know the route. He went to the wrong spot. He continued running. He stopped. So that's what I'm saying. People played bad because this is their first time playing with him. Godwin is the only player who really did well because he knew the routes. He worked with Brady. Mike Evans.
Why didn't they use Gronk?
Gronk was in the game.
Gronk played in 2 years. Gronk ain't played football in 2 years.
Hey, that ain't my problem.
Man, Tom looked bad too.
I don't know what they expected from Gronk. Gronk ain't played football in 2 years.
I love the defense. The defense
is good. The defense of the Bucks is good.
Good job, baby. I'm like, the defense was on point, so I'm liking what I'm seeing on the defensive side from Tampa. It was the same way I saw at the last 6 games of the season last year.
Don't make no excuse for Tom.
Coming in, boy, them boys is getting in.
Oh yeah,
don't make no excuse for Tom.
Is legitimate. I like the
Bucks. That's what I'm saying. Tomorrow, I'm watching Undisputed, and the whole world should. It's gonna be a rough day for Skip Bayless. Dallas lost. Kawhi and them lost. Tom Brady lost. He ain't got no wins now. Skip might call off tomorrow.
Hey, it's karma, baby. It's karma.
Don't make no excuse for Tom, though.
Hey,
don't make no excuse for Tom.
Hey, T, Detroit, they did it again, man.
Oh, man.
As soon as that play went down.
Oh, yeah.
DeAndre Swift dropped the
I'm about to leave the chat, Dag. I'm about to leave the chat.
Come on, baby. Bam, baby.
Look, the game was on. The game was on at work. I wasn't even paying no attention to it. Everybody all like, look, and they know me. Like, I'm just be real about the Lions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to sugarcoat it. I tell it exactly how it is. And it was like the whole time I'm like, okay, like we still talking about the Lions here, man. Like, just give it a second. And lo and behold, they had no business blowing that lead in the 4th quarter. You know what I'm saying? Stafford throwing, it's like the same thing.
I know what happened. Mitch was scared of getting put on the streets, baby. They was like, look, you are one throw away from the streets. You better go out here and win, or you out
Man.
here on these streets. Nobody want to eat
Man,
on
y'all
these
gotta
streets.
forgive Mr. Sledge. He gets caught in these bears and
Man.
Oh, yeah.
The Bears
bear fan.
the Bears ain't worth a
Oh,
damn
yeah.
either.
Unlike T, man, we already know it's what's finna come, man. They really
We already know.
The
This
Bears
dude
ain't worth a
dropped
damn either.
game winning touchdown.
Look, my man,
Wow,
he had
DeAndre
the ball
Swift.
in his hands and it just came out, dad. Like it's so typical Lions, dad. It's so
DeAndre
Man.
typical
DeAndre
Lions.
Swift.
When they missed the field goal, that's what started all of it. Because A.
Yep.
was 55 years old and he was running on the Bears like he was off the step.
Look, man, it's all good. It's all good. We got to get this dude out of town, man. Like this goes back to the whole thing about the equality. You know what I'm saying? Now they fired what's his face, man, and he went 10-6, 2 years, missed the playoffs 1 year. He was coach and he got fired. This dude ain't had a 500 record since he been there. You know what I'm saying? All his draft picks suck. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't nothing changed. That so this about to be this guy. He's not gonna
I
make
know
it through
what
the
you're saying,
season.
but I get what you're saying. But he's mostly a defensive guy than he is offensive guy. But
The defense has been the worst part. The
Yeah,
defense has
because they
been the
give up the
worst
leads.
part.
You know, they keep giving up the lead.
Listen,
defense actually
man.
been playing a lot better. But once his name got hurt, they cornerback, they didn't have no replacement corner, and that's what cost them the game. True.
Why you had
Yeah,
you
Trufant
had a
got
corner
hurt,
last
yeah.
year? You traded him away. Listen, man, this dude, man, like people don't even understand. They keep going after these dudes that's off the Belichick tree. You know what I'm saying? Looking for them to save their program, and it's like they all suck. You know what I'm saying? Like all the assistants that have ever come off the Belichick tree have failed miserably. You know what I'm saying? And this dude ain't no difference, man. You know what I'm saying? This Belichick that ran that system over there,
But
man.
here's the thing: you got a tight end, Hockenberg. He
Hawkinson.
caught every pass you threw. Hawkinson, right? You threw everything at him, and he caught it. And I'm like, that's my tight end in fantasy. So I'm like, look, man. I'm like, every time you throw something in his direction, you catch it. Keep throwing it in his damn direction. What the hell are you doing?
And boy,
And Stafford is
Stafford
the worst, man.
And
Stafford is the worst, man. That dude, man, he barely know how to throw a receiver in stride, man. This is like his 11th year in the league. You know what I'm saying? He still be getting his receivers crushed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, this
Yeah,
we got so many problems.
Even the Fuller interception, he threw it in double coverage. Eddie Jackson tipped it in the air. Fuller was over there to get the tip drill. I was like, why make that throw? Just throw a screen or run the ball.
Man, that was just two sorry teams, the Bears and the Lions. Just two sorry teams.
You know what?
Who can
We want to know. We not sorry,
first.
son. It's bear down.
Right. Peterson don't pass Barry Sanders this year in a Lions uniform.
Crazy. That's crazy. And that dude out there, man, like it's so sad to see AP out there. Like he still know where all the holes is at. But man, remember when he used to just explode through the hole, man? Once he get through that hole, it was over with. You know what I'm saying? It's touchdown automatic. That he barely get through the hole now.
And the crazy thing about the Eagles choke. I'm like, man.
The Eagles choke big time, baby.
I'm glad I wasn't around him. But him and my boy my other boy T, that he a Cowboy fan. My man Go, he a doggone Eagles fan, man. And those two go at it on the damn. They got me in the middle of the damn chat. I was like, why am I even in this group? Just going back and forth. My phone just blowing up with alerts. Yeah, man, what's happening? That both up lost.
Well, from what it looked like,
And then they got the same problem. The Cowboys did the same thing they always do. They can't score. I'm like, dude, how you got all this firepower and you can't score no touchdown?
That's the same as
oh, here they come. They couldn't even score a touchdown.
That's the same with the Atlanta Falcons. They got all that damn firepower
and Kane scored worth a lick.
Man, but
Well,
hey,
like
hey,
everything was my way
congratulations to
though.
Cam
Ravens
Newton.
won. I got
We
Ravens
gotta show
all the
Cam
way.
some love. Cam looked good
I ain't
today.
gotta show them no more. They played the Miami Dolphins.
Hey, but Cam looked good in that preseason game. You know what I mean?
We gonna see. We gonna see. I mean, the Dolphins lost their number one wide receiver. He got hurt. I know because I got him in fantasy.
Damn.
And then Russ looked like Russ, who came out and destroyed everybody else. I lost to a kid that don't even play fantasy football. I lost to a this team just ran the numbers on me.
Man,
So
Nicholas.
who do everybody got like going to the Super Bowl though? Like,
I'm just checking on you, bro.
I got
You looking at that chair where you ready to
you said what
You
now?
got who?
ready for the ball.
You said what?
I'm chilling.
You said you got who?
Tampa Bay.
I got
Hell
Ravens,
no.
dog. Straight up. I want my Giants to go to the Super Bowl, but I know that ain't happening. I'm being realistic.
Look at it. San Francisco got whooped today by Arizona. Man, what's the name? D-Hop was getting off.
Yeah, he had 150 yards.
Yeah.
150 yards.
I really think it's gonna be I think the Seahawks gonna go.
I got Ravens. Ravens should have went last year.
And I keep telling people about Matty Ice. I'm like, that's the most overrated quarterback. There's no way you got all that offensive talent and you can't put points up on the board.
Man, he just as overrated as Stafford is.
Yeah, he's another Stafford. But at least he made it to the Super Bowl one year. But that's because they had a running game. And if they had a running game going, he got a pass. And then Julio, I'm like, dude, Julio get hurt. And he's soft every year. I'm like, like, he's a soft receiver. He's another track star that could run real fast, but he ain't made for this contact. He ain't made for that contact. He get all roped up. Next thing you know, it's like, man, where's he at? Why ain't getting the ball?
Basically, I'm looking at all the scores. Cleveland is just good on paper.
Trash. Cleveland is trash. Where them fools supposed to be in the dumpster.
Yeah.
6-38.
Ravens destroyed them like that. Like, man,
and because they trash, they overrated. Odell Beckham Jr. Trash.
The whole thing is Odell. That's what I'm saying. Odell has been one of the most overrated wide receivers in history.
Yes,
he is. In the history of football, I've never seen a wide receiver get so much props for one damn
because I got very upset out of what he's on the Giants, and they went on that boat trip, and I wanted to like kill every Giant on the team when they did that.
Oh yeah.
Like right now,
you gotta remember, man. He likes to get shitted on.
Aaron Rodgers went off. Man, he went off. Now, like, dog, y'all played Minnesota.
Yeah, y'all played
Minnesota. Minnesota come back in the fourth quarter. That's what they do. They get down by 30, then they start coming back. So I'm like, Rodgers do this every year. You think Rodgers gonna play like this every game? No, he ain't.
Yeah, at the NFC, I think it's gonna be a battle with the Ravens and what you call it, and
Chiefs.
Yeah.
You got Chiefs going again, back to back.
Jackson had a way better game. He had a way better game than Mahomes. Mahomes struggled. He didn't really do all that well. He only had like 200 some yards passing, and
that's because they was running the ball like crazy.
Because
they was getting loose.
They want Patrick Mahomes to be the next Tom Brady. Like they promote him so much, he the face of the league.
Because he's nice.
Patrick is nice, man. He's nice.
He's more of an arcade quarterback, you know.
I like arcade quarterbacks. He's nice.
What do you think Lamar? What do you think Lamar Jackson is?
Before you went over
Lamar Jackson is.
He's not as accurate as people think. He's straight. He's a decent.
Yeah, he's straight.
When you put the right defense on him, they expose him. He was exposed in the Super Bowl. He was getting exposed.
Yes.
Give me Russell Wilson.
Almost,
give me Russell Wilson. Give me him.
Russ been doing it with garbage for years.
Yup.
Years.
Offensive line.
Years. He's been up there in MVP conversation. The best quarterback they got in the game is running the offense. He out there with Carlson and all these scraps. He's like, give me your scraps. I can make them stop.
Yeah,
I've hated what they've done to the Seahawks over the years. I mean, they completely stripped that team bare and just left him on the team by himself. No defense, no offense, nothing.
Yeah.
They blew out Atlanta today.
All of a sudden. Brother quarterback, they can't give him nothing. Look what they doing to D-Hop. Watson. They got Watson out there. I'm like, dog, you got him Kenny Stills? I'm like, you gave him Kenny Stills? He playing for like $5. He's been dumped everywhere. Nobody even got him in fantasy.
Oh, man.
The same thing happened in fantasy this year that happened last year. I got 2 injuries. The Eagles running back get hurt, Scott. Then the doggone number 1 receiver in Miami. People didn't know nothing about him. I was like, yeah, I got to steal. Next thing you know, he pulls a hamstring, he down. First quarter.
Who you got? Like, where do you think? Where would you place like Patriots so far? Like the Patriots right now.
Well, they played the preseason game against Miami, but they gonna win the division.
Right. They gonna pretty much they're gonna run the Bills gonna win the division.
What? No.
Yeah, gonna win the division.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Did you forget that the Bills got screwed in the playoffs last year? They got
I don't believe in Josh Allen.
Man. Don't sleep on the Bills. They got that deep.
The Bills got screwed last year.
They got the defense, but your quarterback is Josh Allen, a buster. I'd rather pick Mitchell Trubisky.
Josh Allen straight.
Josh Allen is a buster. I'm sorry, he is a buster. Y'all gonna see.
Wow.
Y'all gonna see. He gonna be in the wild card, but he ain't winning the division.
I think he that's a dude who's gonna progress. You know what I'm saying? I know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's a dude he gonna progress. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have a natural progression as a quarterback.
He's just like Mahomes.
Just like Mahomes. Mahomes is way more talented than Josh Allen. Way more talented.
Josh Allen got the strongest arm, so.
But he's not accurate. You can have a strong arm all you want.
What did he do today?
Man, look.
What did Josh Allen do today?
You know what? He gets a golf clap for today from me. He gets a golf clap.
In the Jets, but that's the division game. So.
Exactly. They played the Jets, the worst team in that division. All right. Now, when they play some big boys, then come holla at me.
But I mean, it's the East though, so it's only the Bills and the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
they're gonna be a wild card team, but the Patriots are gonna win that division. It's a cakewalk for the Patriots. Like I said, today the Patriots played the preseason
I know
game.
Christian, man, he gonna be sad what happened to Carolina, man. I'm like, look, Carolina just got spanked today.
Man,
right?
Carolina, I am so angry at Carolina. They should have went in there and spanked the Raiders. They had so many opportunities to spank them.
They couldn't stop the run. See, all they had to do was put Jacobs in there, that boy from Alabama, give him the ball and run.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. I mean,
they was depressed out here because I live in North Carolina now. They was depressed out here. Every way I went outside, I was like, "Oh, it's like that." I was like, "Okay."
I'm fantasy quarterback. What is he talking about? Stop hating on me. Patrick Mahomes is my quarterback.
Come on, Cino. Like, come on, give this kid some love, man. This dude is talented. He is talented.
This is the thing I don't get with Garcino. Garcino will ride Tom Brady, but then you want to shit on Patrick Mahomes. That's crazy. That is nuts.
Patrick Mahomes go to 9 Super Bowls. Start talking to me.
Come on, we're not going to put Mahomes and Brady in the same boat, Dad. We're not going to do that.
Right, but see, you just said that
we're not going to put Mahomes and Brady in the same boat, Dad. We're not going to do that.
That hasn't won in how many decades?
He's already being figured out. I mean, dude, they figuring him out. And he going to have to win. I mean, Brady has done it with so many receivers for so many years. This kid only been here 3 years.
Well, I say this, for the first time in Tom Brady's career, he's got to play without Belichick.
He's been around for like not even that long. Like,
Right. When he's another Kaepernick.
He
And once they figured out the
what, 50 years or something
what
crap.
happened to him.
Now, wait a minute. We can't put Mahomes and Pat Kaepernick in the same boat either, man.
There's two
kind of
different
garbage.
quarterbacks. Come on now, see now, that's going too far.
They figured out Kaepernick real quick. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
And then he lost the coach.
And look, and Mahomes can throw. He
Hey,
can
how would
actually throw, and he fits in Andy Reid's offense perfect.
Yes, he does. He fits in. He got Tariq Hill who can stretch out.
Yes.
And he fast. And
he has Watson too.
Yeah,
Right.
he's got some of the fastest receivers in
he
the
don't
league.
throw to Sammy Watkins but 1 week. And then Sammy Watkins won't get a damn ball for about, I know, because I had Sammy last year in fantasy.
Man, you mad at
But
we talking about
destroyed everybody. The Sammy Watkins by himself. Then next thing you know, he ain't did nothing for about 9 weeks in a row. I had to get rid of him.
Well, because he's injury prone.
He wasn't injured at all. He just wasn't throwing him the damn ball. He was throwing the new wide receiver they like.
But you know what? To be honest with you, to be honest with you, Cino, that's how the Chiefs' offense works, though. 1 week Tyree Hill will go off. 1 week Watson will go off. 1 week their tight end Kelsey will go off. That's just how it operates. It's about riding the high hand with Andy Reid's offense. Because
the Chiefs got 5 receivers that run a 4.3.
Exactly.
He got some of the best weapons in the game.
That's what I'm saying. He can't throw the route tree like Brady. Brady can throw the route tree. He can't. Brady can put the ball in spots. He can run play action. He can do all, he's a quarterback. This dude is too arcade. He's running on the run, throwing off the back leg.
You know what?
And be successful.
And see, though, you know what you sound like? You know what you sound like? Remember when we had that debate about Jerry Rice? I told you about Jerry Rice. He could run every route. Right. You know, he broke every record. You said, well, Randy Moss changed the game. I said, Randy Moss only runs one route. That's the vertical.
That's all you need to run.
Okay. So how can you hate on Patrick Mahomes when Patrick Mahomes is just doing different things? He's athletic.
He ain't changing
sideline to sideline, can throw.
He's getting by. He's getting by with this arcade. But I'm like, soon as they get in them playoffs, they got to play a team that's going to make them have to play. And you're going to have to play a game. And that's what the 49ers was doing to him. They was like, nah, we finna give you different looks. You got to be a quarterback today.
But they choked. They choked in that fourth quarter. Late in that fourth quarter.
They decided to stop running. The offense choked and put the defense in a bad situation.
That's true.
Because the defense had him in check. He throwing interceptions and everything because he's not seeing the setups. He thinking the guy's open and they not. They were staying home. The 49ers had him D'd up the whole game. And I told people, I said, he's being exposed because they making him a quarterback tonight. And I was like, he going to have to QB tonight. And they 49ers are like, nah, we know what you like to do and do your little arcade thing. Nah, buddy. You going to have to QB tonight. And I was like, I love this. And they defense was on it. And I said, this is what I'm talking about.
Hey, how would y'all rate
all that arcade stuff? We gonna see, because I'm like, this dude only.
I like that arcade stuff.
Well, that arcade stuff, like Lamar Jackson, you giving Lamar Jackson a lot of love, Cino, but you hating on Patrick Mahomes, though.
Nobody but Hollywood Brown, who's young. He got all these young talents around him. He ain't got no super. You put Lamar Jackson on the Chiefs, and what will he do?
He would do the same thing. He would do the same thing Patrick Mahomes is doing.
Look, Patrick Mahomes on the Ravens and see what they do.
They're gonna win with Patrick Mahomes.
No, they won't. They're not gonna win with Patrick Mahomes.
They will win
with Patrick Mahomes.
Who gonna beat them in that division? Who's gonna beat them?
One, he can't run like Jackson.
He don't need to though. He's got a better arm.
People roll with big trust. Whoop whoop. They riding with him.
Right. That's true. That is true.
I got Lamar I got Lamar getting the ring. Like, I mean, yeah, the Super Bowl chip, man.
Hey, I
got the Ravens all the way.
I don't know if the Ravens. The problem I have with the Ravens, the only problem I have with the Ravens is consistency. You know what I
Omar
mean?
just choked last year. That's
And
all
their
that was. He
and their
wasn't ready,
defense.
but he ready
No,
this
the
year.
problem was they rested
and
the
all that.
team. They rested all the starters a week. Then they had a bye week. So for 2 weeks, guys didn't play. So when they came out, they was rusty. When they played against the Titans, who was hot, and the Titans came in rolling right off. Man, they just started smacking them right in the mouth, and they was whoa. And by the time they warmed up to the game and they were coming back, it was too late. It was too late. They couldn't stop Chris Jack. I mean, what's his name? My man running the ball, Chris Henry.
Derek,
My
no,
man
Derek
running like John Henry.
Right. For real. But yo, I don't know about Super Bowl picks. I do think the Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs will meet in the AFC Championship game though. And that's gonna be epic. And I got my Bears in the NFC Championship game too.
Who?
The Bear.
The Bears.
The
Tampa.
Bears.
I'm with that. Bears versus Tampa to see who's going to the
Yep.
championship.
Bullshit,
Yep.
the Bears.
The Bears.
They can't bust
Hey,
a
man.
Look. I'm gonna make some logical arguments for the Bears. All right.
Hey, we
The
keep great.
Bears have the
I
number one
I bet
defense
you
in the
ain't
league.
seen no money on that one.
The Bears have the
That's
number
easy
one
money.
defense in the league. When you got the
That's
best pass
easy
rusher
money.
in the game, you are in
Man,
every single
y'all
game
ain't
you
going
play.
nowhere with Mitch.
Oh man,
Trubisky.
Bears
You ain't
defense.
going nowhere.
Man, they front
Period.
four.
They
They coach came
no,
in.
they front seven.
Period.
Forget
Well,
they four.
You ain't going
Quinn
nowhere.
was looking real good today.
Yeah,
Real good.
Man,
exactly. When
got
you
it.
got a good
I'll be
defense and
ready
a
for the
decent
cash
running
app bet.
game, you are in
I'll be ready
every
for the
single
cash
game.
app bet on
And
that
let me
one.
say this
I'll
about
be ready.
Mitch. Mitch is not gonna finish the season. Nick Foles will. And Nick Foles is gonna come in relief, baby.
That's not Bears logic, man. You gotta understand. Mitch will have to get hurt.
Mitch is gonna get hurt
for that to happen.
Right, Mitch is gonna get hurt. He gonna do something stupid, get hurt.
I'm gonna snatch you out and put another guy in. They
ain't gonna snatch him.
No, he's gonna
Because
get hurt. That's what I'm predicting.
Already know they done made a big mistake getting rid of all their draft picks, getting rid of their whole future just to get that bum. Y'all ain't going nowhere with him. I bet that. I bet the house on it.
You bet a house on it, but you scared that the Clippers are gonna lose.
No,
I'll be.
Hold on, what you
Come on, man.
I'm not even worried about Clippers. I'm not even worried about that.
Right, I'm not worried either. Look, the Bears gonna be in the NFC Championship game. They got the number one defense in the league.
I don't
you
know.
let me know when you and Cena are ready to bet on that.
If the Lions wasn't so garbage, they was gonna lose today.
Well, you know what? The Lions are garbage, and that's the reality.
So don't hang your hat on that. That's all I'm saying. Don't hang your hat on that victory like that.
Hey, I will. A win is a win.
Dallas got upset.
Jacksonville even won today.
Jacksonville beat 49ers.
Yeah.
49ers lost to Arizona.
Yeah, they lost to Arizona. They got bombed by Arizona.
Yeah, Kyler Murray went off now that he got man D-Hop over there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's all
he was getting that ball to D-Hop. He can't even see over the line, but he was like, I know I just got to throw this up to D-Hop.
Hey, I told y'all
damn.
live streams ago about Kyler Murray that all he needed was some weapons.
Yeah,
and Murray had over 100 yards rushing, too.
Yeah, and now he got one. He need more, though, but now he got one. Well, y'all funny about the Bears, though.
Damn, Philly lost.
Listen, Trubisky is not going to finish the season. He's going to get hurt. Nick Foles will come in relief, settle the team down. They'll get to the NFC Championship game against Tampa.
Nah, not now. One of them ain't going to make it.
You said neither one ain't going to make it?
Nope.
Wow.
Nope. I got the Seahawks going.
So I want to know something for all the people that's on the Patreon. Are y'all getting alerts?
Yeah, I got my alerts. I get more alerts there than YouTube.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely. I definitely get them more than YouTube.
Yeah, for real.
The Eagles lost to the Washington.
And look, everybody needs to sign up for that Patreon. It's hot.
Yeah.
It's hot. You gonna learn some things. You gonna understand some things.
And then you talking about something? The Bears gonna go to NFC. You think they can beat the Saints? You think they can beat?
Yeah, they can beat the Saints.
No, they can't.
Yes, they can beat the Saints.
No.
The Saints
They won by 1 point. If it wasn't for that pick six, they would have lost the game today.
Right, exactly.
They ain't gonna beat the Saints, man.
Man, the Saints choke every playoffs. Ever since they won that Super Bowl, they've been choking ever since.
Yes, they do choke the playoffs, but if they play the Bears not gonna do nothing against them, man. You crazy.
Drew Brees is gonna meet Khalil Mack. He's gonna get well acquainted with Mr. Mack. He gonna tell him to take a seat. He gonna tell him to take a seat.
Yeah, man. But if y'all don't do something with Trubisky, man, y'all never overcome that.
Well, no, I mean, listen, this is his last year. They didn't renew him. You know what I mean? And this is his last shot. He's playing for his NFL career. Because who gonna hire him for a job, really? I mean, let's be realistic.
No, he ain't. I just thought about it. No, he ain't. He gonna be right there getting a coaching job.
Probably, because somebody feels sorry for him.
They don't get rid of no white quarterbacks. They don't get rid of no white quarterbacks in Chicago, man. They kept Jay Cutler for years, man.
But look, in defense of Jay Cutler, who would you have gotten to replace him in free agency at that time?
Man, at that point, anybody,
you had no other free agent at that time that could rival him.
And then they had Rex Grossman. Another garbage.
Oh man!
Well, Rex, that was terrible. I'd rather take Mitch Trubisky over Rex Grossman.
You better sit down somewhere.
Sit down. Look, I'm gonna sit down, drink my lemonade, and enjoy these victories. That's what I'm gonna be doing. And shout out to Michelle's daughter. You've been showing me love in these chats, Michelle. I just want to give you a salute, girl. All right, I'm here. I'm here for you, girl.
Oh, we played
I'm here for you. I'm here for you. We're gonna be sitting down, drinking lemonade, watching these Bears victories, baby.
Make them pay for it.
You gonna come in there? It's gonna be this bald-headed dude with a beard.
Pay for it.
You Michelle's daughter? Yeah, man. I'm sorry about that, man. You gonna have to call
Hey, you know what? It's a 50-50 shot.
Make him do that so
It's a 50-50 shot.
50-50 ain't that good odds, bro.
That ain't good odds. Not when it comes to that. Not when it comes to that. You want to have 100% odds.
Just like you said with those two chicks right in the car. I'm willing to take my chances.
Well, your chance gonna be with a man. Your chance. That's what you're
gonna be like. Do you want to stay with him, Mr. Sledge? It's like, oh, the conversations are real good.
Hey, just don't get broke down, man. Like was.
Hey, I'm leaning on that 50. That's a good side.
Positive energy, man. It's too much.
Right. Positive thoughts.
Right, me and T, we just too realistic. I'm like, yeah, we too pessimistic about everything.
I'm real about it, but look, it's like, well, shit, it didn't work out. Fine, hey, I had to find out.
I'm not a gambling man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a gambling man, but I'm not placing my bet.
Not with them odds.
Y'all should be talking about Michelle's daughter like that. That what she is, Michelle's daughter.
I'll be like, who's behind you? I'll be like, I don't know. That was somebody walking past. That looks suspect.
Michelle's daughter gonna be Michael. Michelle's daughter gonna be Michael. Keep playing.
Man, look, hey, we never know. So until we never know.
Man, we'll find out. Michelle's daughter is the LeBron troll. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no! Yo, was that dude that was talking about a truck driver in the last
Let's hope that's not the case, man. Let's hope
that. I hope that's not the case either, Nick.
Oh, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? See?
That's why I told Michelle daughter, I'm like, look here, Michelle daughter, you got to get online. You got to get on here and do a stream, y'all. We got to see you.
Yeah. Feel me? Oh, Lord. Yeah, I want to see her face.
Come on with the black screen, Dad.
I want to see her face. No, skip that. I want to see.
You're gonna be like, not. You're gonna be like, not. Who is it? It's a ma'am. All right,
I'm good on that.
I'm
cool on that.
We're gonna see if she can get on here one day. You two guys stop tripping though.
I think she did a call in one time. I want to say she did, but I don't know. Because I think we had this conversation when she was in the chat. And she was like, I am a woman. I'm this and that. I'm 100% a woman. Oh, man, it was going down. It was believable.
Yeah.
That's what they all say in 2020. They believe they're women.
Amen. Reportedly.
Allegedly.
In the photos, she sent some photos in.
Oh, wow.
How did she look?
I forgot, but because when we was on the live, this was like about a year ago.
That wasn't memorable.
Man, that ain't you. That's Bernice Burgos. Stop it.
Yeah. Like on Facebook or something, she said it was like the chat was roasting her, so she went and sent some pictures to them. They was like, "Oh, look at the page with some pictures." Like, no, she really a woman. Look.
Y'all should leave her alone. Y'all sit up here. You know how many female fans we got on this chat? See, no, we can't be alienating the female fans.
Yeah, man, you can't be here.
Come on, man.
You need some women in there.
You need some women in here.
We do. Agreed.
It's too much motherfucking. Yeah.
For real, we need some women up in here. Yeah. And Michelle's daughter, you come on through, bro.
Yeah. This channel needs to be leveled out. It needs to be a balance between.
You sound like a whole pimp right now.
What was that one chick that was on Jenny Page? That tea. I think lemon tea. Yeah. That's up. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's her name? Yeah. I think her name was there. Yeah. Lemon tea.
Lemon tea. Any chick named Lemon Tea, either that's a stripper or that's
birthday on the page. It's gonna be me and Mambia, the girl from Ghana.
Oh, for real? What part? Accra, Ghana? No, for real. I've been to Accra, Ghana. That's what I'm saying. She from Ghana. I want to join that chat.
Oh, okay.
She's from I think she's from Nigeria, Gandhi. So
okay.
But yeah, she gonna be there with us, and we both going live with Jenny.
That's what's up. Nah, for real. Look, Burundi is an African country. So
yeah, I know.
I've been so it's like, man, yo, check this out. There's a shea butter place there in Accra, Ghana, where it's a spa. Man, is great. Hot ladies there too.
Hold on, are you saying Accra, Ghana, or Akron, Ghana?
Akron,
like
it's a cry,
like Cleveland.
That's how you say it.
You talking about the car, man?
No. Man, y'all gotta study geography. Man, what is going on with y'all, man? All y'all need to subscribe to One Crack News. Go and subscribe to One Crack News. What is going on here? We got guys getting depressed over Clipper games, but can't name African cities and countries.
Hey,
Come
tell
on,
him
man.
about it,
And
man.
all
Hey,
y'all
man. Hey,
from
man.
man.
No, where's
LeBron
the
is like
average person that's gonna know the cities of
Yeah,
the
got a
East
and
Coast?
see, no, you got to do more educating, man. You got to.
No,
Come
You,
on,
no, no.
CeeLo.
Listen, man. I
Look,
understand.
look,
Look, man, all
everybody
just laugh at the
subscribe to
name.
One Craig News. Get educated.
Look, man. All I did was
Look,
just
man.
laugh at the name. It just cracked me up a little bit. That's all.
Yeah.
no, somebody said a car or something. Down, that shit was
Yeah, you gonna
hilarious.
say is that a
I
car?
just cracked up at it a little bit, man. God, there you go.
My
I
goodness.
gotta drop me an accurate Ghana, baby.
Man, we gotta get some remote learning on here, you know?
Yeah, baby, this
Man,
is my accurate Ghana.
Hey,
Akron got a
I don't need no college.
the
I just need to go
2020. You know what I'm saying? 2020 joint
22
with the 4Gs on it.
with the voice. Yeah.
No. They
I keep
10.
them clean
They
though.
10, but I keep them
Right.
Man. But I'm gonna try to join that chat because I love Accurate Ghana, man. That's a nice place to go.
stupid, though.
No, hey, man, look, I was just laughing at the name, man. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, man. It's a
Akron, like
beautiful
Akron,
country,
I
man.
believe
There's
it. I
beautiful
believe
women
it.
there.
Ohio.
Yeah, so she coming
Beautiful
over
women.
Wednesday, man, and she wild, man.
She wow.
She
Oh,
wild.
you
What?
first with Mr. Sledge?
I was like, yeah.
She was
Yo,
wild, man. She talk all kind of recklessness, man.
Man.
Yeah, she was freaky as could be, man. I was like, look at her.
All right. All right. All right.
Man, she started talking about
Okay.
white folks. She was like, I hate all white people.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You might have a
She
little
went, I was like, she went in. I'm like, what is she? Because she went to school over there, and it's not too many blacks over there. It's like,
Right.
so somebody called her the N-word in class, you know, and man, she blew up. And then the teacher, I guess, reminded her of it or something. So she went and cussed the teacher out, man. Y'all gotta watch that live stream. That's what.
Yo, when's this live stream?
Yeah,
When is it?
Channel. Just go to Jenny Raw, Real Uncut, and scroll down. You see her and Mommy in there, man. You watch that. It blew my mind. I'm like, man,
Hold on, what school she went to? Like, where's this at?
this is like right where Michael Jordan them live. Like Michael Jordan's daughter.
What, in North Carolina?
No. She's from Chicago area, out here. So, like Michael Jordan kids, they probably never been in North Carolina. They're like, what? Where the heck are we? No, but no, it's out here in the suburb, north suburbs, Illinois, Chicago. So over there, it's a very prestigious school, but over there is a lot of prejudiceness, especially when in the '90s in that era. And some kid in there just called her the N-word, and she was the only black in the class, but she went off, you know.
Did she smack the mug in his face or whatever?
She probably did, because Mommy is like, she ain't got like a filter on her. She's like a fighter.
I believe it.
Yeah, so when you see her,
I believe it.
man, yeah. So definitely watch that live stream. That live stream was something. She was like, she was going through a thing. She was like, and I don't like no white people, period. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, you're sitting next to a white person.
Right. I'll be like, Jenny, are you okay? Are you okay, Jenny?
They're like, whoa, like she didn't even know all this went down. Man, I was like, that's like her bestie, you know, Jenny, you know, she road dog. I'm like, she was around black folks, so her first boyfriend was black. So she used to drive all the way to Inglewood to go see him. He lived in Inglewood. What? Yeah.
Really? Man,
Yeah.
that must have been man.
I was in the '90s. She was out there in Inglewood.
Yo, she even know Tupac songs, man. She was saying Thug Life.
I believe it.
Like, man.
Hey, hold on. Hey, can I see the hold on?
Now Jenny is a mom. Jenny's a mom, you know, wife, all that stuff. But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, she know more about hip hop and been around. Like, why you think she around?
Yeah.
Hey, but hold on, Cino. Can I ask you a question, man? Hold on. Wait a minute. Can I ask you a question, though, Cino? Why? So is Crunchy Black? Every time she say Crunchy Black, I'm thinking of 3-6 Mafia. You know what I mean? Is that supposed to be Chris? Is that supposed to be Chris, the husband?
Yeah, that's Crunchy Black.
Yeah.
Stupid. Ain't nothing Crunchy Black about that mother.
Why she calling him Crunchy Black though?
I named him. I named all them. I named everybody out here.
What you name him that for?
What you?
It was on some streets.
He's the exact opposite of Crunchy Black. He's fluffy white.
You should have called him that.
No. Have you seen Boardwalk Empire?
Oh no.
Did anyone see Boardwalk Empire? Who is Chalky White? Chalky White is the blackest guy in the movie. Chalky White.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
But she do listen to 3-6 Mafia though.
Yeah, she did.
I believe it.
She
I
listens
believe
to a lot of hip hop. That's
Yeah,
why
I know it.
Twister, Do or Die, dude.
I know it.
Jenny is down like 4 flat tires.
Right. That's what shocked me because I was like, what? Like,
Oh no. What shocked me is that you said she had a boyfriend all the way in Inglewood. Was this back like when Inglewood wasn't so damn wasn't all the way fucked, wasn't all the way messed up?
Yeah.
It wasn't even like it was now, but
okay. All right.
No, you'll be surprised when I go to the hood. Like I've seen a white woman hop on a train all the way to Southside Jamaica, Queens. Like I never seen a white person like she really I guess she really wanted the fuck.
Yeah. I mean this Chicago shit. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Like it's.
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
I live in the hood in Charlotte.
There you go. Omar from The Wire, the guy with the slash across.
Yeah.
That's Chalky. He played Chalky White.
That's funny.
So you know he's the blackest dude in there.
Yep. Chalky White.
Chalky.
That's funny. That is hilarious.
Right. So he got the name Crunchy Black because he's the exact opposite. And everybody around him called him Crunchy Black. So it was Crunchy. And then the guy from 3-6 Mafia like, who got my damn name? Like, man, who the world got my name? I never named him after this. It's just so weird that it happened to be like that. Like, man, that's Crunchy Black from 3-6 Mafia. You talking about like another Crunchy Black?
I was the main one asking that though. I'll be in Jenny's chat. I'll be the main one. Like, who was Crunchy? Like, is she calling him crazy? Is she calling him that? Oh, that's crazy, man. That's stupid, bro. That is stupid.
Oh, yo, Cino, speaking of Jenny, how did the experiment go?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it went very well.
I
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know, and I ain't going to ask, but I can tell you right now.
I mean, yeah.
What experiment is this?
She was gonna serve him. You know what I mean?
Oh, she was gonna be more.
Down, you let her wreck and leave.
He was gonna play the role of the real.
I don't know, and I ain't gonna ask. But all I can tell you is, I just don't think, in my personal opinion,
They didn't go well.
Man, here's the thing, man. Like I said,
she didn't take your advice. She didn't take your advice.
They'll take my advice only for the video.
It's about following the commandments of the Heavenly Father. That's it. It's not even about his advice. It's just what the Heavenly Father set up since the beginning of time. That's it.
That's true.
Yeah.
But that's true.
Yeah, well, they don't see it like that. They be like, look, Heavenly Father, I ain't finna do nothing until this day.
Right.
Yeah, but
I gotta log up this video game first.
Oh no.
The Heavenly Father got to take him off the video game, but then we can start talking.
Oh
You don't be
man.
on video games like
This what
that.
it's come to,
You can't,
me or the video game.
you can't be on video games like that. Come on now. It can't be
Be like, don't make me make that decision.
You can't do that.
Hey, man, you never know,
If you love me, you wouldn't make me choose.
Right. Oh yeah, that's good reverse psychology right there, boy.
You know what I mean? Look, man. All
What
I'm
I
saying
take,
is,
Marbury or Sebastian Tell fair? I'm taking
Marbury.
I feel bad.
Yo,
for
you had me cracking up the other night. You know, I could tell how mad you was, dad. You was doing the stream. And this must have been after the Clippers game, dad. And it was like right at the end of the stream.
Yeah,
and you took a sip of beer, and it was just all in your face, dad. Like the whole look you had, dad, was just pissed, dad, with the brew. Like you had, like the brew was warm, dad. Like the brew was hot. I'm like, damn, Cito mad, dad. Cito is pissed.
Been mad all weekend. I've been losing on the I'm like, look, this ain't what's happening right now.
Hey, man, you need to go get them midgets, man.
Hey, why don't work at Burger King? I mean, not
what?
Taco Bell. Why don't work at Taco Bell?
On Taco Bell?
What you still going to Taco Bell for? Come on now. You come on now.
You come out of the bar and
man, no, man. You don't need that. No.
Taco Bell.
Oh man, it's too many good food tacos.
I mean that $5 nacho box. That
I don't care. I'm not going back to no
Nick, you gotta understand he in the burbs, man. He not in the city.
I'm not in no. I'm in the city. I'm in the city. I'm not going no more. I'm good.
No, I'm saying Cino in the burbs, man.
Oh, he in the burbs.
He in the burbs. Like you can't go to a diner. Like we could go to a diner at like 3, 4 in the morning to get some food.
Go to Isola's 24.
Right.
Yeah. Or taco. Was it taco burrito king or something?
Shoot, you can go to Garcia's around my house.
You can go to Taco Burrito King around my house too. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Chipotle or something.
Exactly.
You see what I mean? Get your burrito bowl or something.
He graduated.
Chipotle is closed, my God. Chipotle closed like at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
we graduated in 2003 together, Mimi and I.
Wow.
In the same class, yep.
That's hilarious, man.
In the same class we graduated. But yeah, he in the burbs, so thank God Taco Bell's open for me. Nick, crazy story, right? I told my friend I can't party with him in the suburbs for that reason. Because my thing is this, when I drink, I get the munchies. So we got to go to a diner and sit there and eat some real food. I'm not about to have no McDonald's or Taco Bell. I'm going to throw up. You know what I'm saying?
McDonald's make you throw up?
Yeah, man. Shoot, after I had a few drinks.
Hey, man, I had a crazy story, man. I was on my lunch break, man. I went to Popeyes, man. You know, the one on 96 and Vincennes, right?
Yeah.
So they was out of spicy tenders, you know what I mean? I would get this little the $10 box, you know, where you get like 6 tenders, 2 biscuits, fries, and a drink or whatever. So I'm eating my they ran out of mild tenders, so I had to get the spicy ones, you know what I mean? It wasn't no problem, you know what I mean? To wake up at like 2 a.m, man. It's like a thunderstorm that went off my stomach, dude. I mean, it was so bad to the point where after I got done, my stomach, I was still clutching my stomach. I was like,
I'm telling you, don't do it to yourself.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that ever again.
Exactly.
Run out. I'm just.
And my homeboy got mad at me. I'm like, dog, I'm not about to be partying with you in the suburbs. Ain't no restaurants open. Come to the city. I'll show you a good time.
When I was in my 20s, I used to be able to eat all kinds of night and drink all of that and eat the greasiest food ever at night. I can't do that no more.
I can't do that no more either. I'm in the same club, bro.
Me the Travis Scott from McDonald's, that Travis Scott meal.
Yeah. What was that? What is that? A quarter pounder, some fries, and what was that? What
Like
all?
a drink or something for like $6.
It's a ripoff. It's just a quarter pounder with cheese with
It
ketchup
don't
and
matter.
lettuce.
Once you
Right
say
away, it's
gift,
a ripoff.
It's the
once you say
ripoff.
gift, because potentially there might be like
Straight up.
McDonald's, like he might be like stuff that
A lot of that fast food is killing you, bro. No cap.
Oh yeah, of course. So you
Oh
got
yeah.
they set
Oh
restrictions
yeah.
on where
And
I
what
eat
so is the
fast food, but I
Bombay. And
cook
so is the
too. I
Bombay. I
cook.
be
I
drinking
eat
too.
fast food just depends on how I'm feeling.
we all
You know,
we all got vices, man.
Yeah.
We all
Killing me
got
We all,
vices.
softly with
The
Popeyes.
Bombay that I be
Look,
drinking
man.
with the
I
Popeyes is
pineapple
mean,
still
juice.
my
I'd
place.
rather have Cheesecake Factory or Roof Chris, but stuff like that don't be open throughout the day, like
Right.
or at
No.
night or whatever.
Yeah. Popeyes is still my place. You know what I mean? That's my hangout. Just not finna get no
I
spicy
don't
food.
even have a Popeyes near me.
It's a damn
I got
shame.
too many.
I got
I
Bojangles
ain't
near
about to
me.
wait no
But
hour for no chicken sandwich. I know
Hold on,
that
wait a
much.
minute. Oh yeah, that chicken sandwich. Hey man, where
I
I'm
know
at,
that
man,
much.
Popeyes got this fish sandwich, man. It's fire, man. Oh, dude, it's fire.
Popeyes
A fish
just got me,
sandwich.
bro.
How long you be waiting for a sandwich
Oh,
there,
I
man?
ain't gotta wait for it. I ain't gotta wait for it.
He
You
the
said,
man. He the man in his
That
town, boy. He don't gotta wait.
whole you gotta
are you
wait.
talking about the chicken sandwich or the fish
That
sandwich?
died like months ago. That died like earlier in the year.
Hey,
Oh,
have
I ain't
y'all
talking about no chicken sandwich.
Man,
I was
they
talking about
still be having lines around the building here, dog, at all the Popeyes. It's
Uh,
ridiculous.
hey,
wow.
have y'all tried KFC French fries?
Oh
Yeah.
man, them joints right there. Hey
Hey,
man,
them must busting.
hey, they slap, bro. They be slapping, man. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie
them
to you.
must bust.
They're pretty good. I'm not gonna say they better than McDonald's or all that. You know what I mean? But hey man, they pretty good though. They
Yeah,
are
them
pretty
must
good.
bust.